Hey y'all, welcome back to Midas Strings. So first things first, before we get into any top string tutorials, please check out our previous video of stick preparation. It really lays out how to get ready in order to string your stick, and it makes things go a lot more smoothly. So once you get the sidewall that you had previously cut out and stretched out your mesh, explained in the other video, we're going to start to make the knot. Alright, so we're just going to take about a hand's length, okay, pinch it down there, and then we're going to start to do kind of a fisherman's type knot. Right, so we're going to fold it over just like this, roll it over once, and then twice. Okay, so it should look like that. And then we're just going to take the tail end and we're going to put it through the two loops that we just created. And I always try to scoot the knot up just a little bit towards the top so it's not super long, and we're going to pull it tight. So it should look like this, and then it's not going to be able to come through the sidewall hole once we get going. Alright, so now we're going to take our mesh stretched out. I try to stretch out the form of the pocket a little bit. It helps it out. We're going to make sure that we have that smooth side, the smooth side on the outside, and then the rough side on the inside, and fold it over on the 9-diamond top string. Again, that's further explained in our stick preparation video. Okay, and then we're going to take our head. Alright, and I usually work on the left side and then work my way over. So we're going to take the sidewall hole, the top one here, and we're going to put the string through inside out. Alright, and then we're going to take our mesh and we're going to go through the back of the mesh. Okay, so it loops it onto the stick. And then we're going to go back through the same top string that we had done previously. Okay, and we're going to pull that tight, and you start to see how it anchors the mesh to the head. And then we're going to go back up through the back of the mesh of that same diamond. Okay, so it's coming back up through just like that. And now we're going to start to do the top string knot. There's a couple different knots that you can do. There's triangle top strings, which are pretty complex, and I can do a video about that later. But I do my top strings this way, and I think it works out well. So we're going to take the first knot, or the first mesh, and we're going to go through the back or the front of the mesh, okay? And then we're going to go up through the back of the head, and then down through this little loop right here. Alright, and we're going to make sure that we pull this nice and tight. Okay, so it should start to look like that. And now we're going to do the same thing again on the same mesh hole and the same top string hole. Alright, we're going to go through the top or the back or the front of the mesh. Okay, and then through the back of the head, and then down through the loop that we created. Okay, and then I always try to make sure that the mesh, the top of the diamond, is up in the middle of that string. We're going to pull it tight, so it should end up looking like this. Alright, and we're going to do that all the way across the head. Now, the reason that I do these types of top strings is because if you look at the side view of it, the only thing that's really showing is more of the mesh and not the sidewall. So when you go to get ground balls, it's not going to wear down as much as some other types of knots. It just lasts longer. So then we're going to repeat and do the same thing all the way across, making sure that this top diamond is in the middle of our stick, just like that. Guys, now that we have all of our holes done here at the top, we're going to show you how to end it. So now we're going to kind of go opposite than the way we started. We're going to go down. Let me move the mesh so you guys can see it. We're going to go down through the mesh, and then we're going to come through the sidewall hole. Okay, we're going to wrap it back around down through the mesh again, and then back through the sidewall hole. There we go. Alright, and then we're just going to pull it tight, making sure that everything is in the right way. Boom, pull it as tight as you can, and then we're just going to do a simple overhand knot, okay? Just fold it over, bring it down through like that. And then we're going to pull it tight, so you see how the knot kind of comes up. Then we're going to do another one right below it, making sure that that is tight as possible. And then you're all set. So this is how it should look. It should be pretty tight. Another reason that I really like this type of top string is that it pulls it right up to the bottom of the head. It makes it real tight. And then once you're done, please guys, do not cut like the string super short. If you need to redo it, you might run out of string. You never know. Okay, so I always cut about an inch and a half away, and then I'll cut it right there and burn it just like in before. Alright guys, check out our next video with a nice sidewall pattern. It's one of my favorite sidewall patterns. Make sure to like and subscribe. Okay, share the video, tell your friends, oh, I learned how to string at Midas Strings. Our #1 goal is to educate you guys. Make sure to subscribe, guys. Catch you later.